For the only person I ever speak to, unless he authorizes other people to look at it, in the what would I say if I was next to him and he asked me to speak on my own behalf. We tried that in Miss Met's science class that in second grade before he got ripped out of Lloyd Harbor Elementary School in some dimensional question on two stools while she was at the front of the room. Of do I know what's going on? Would I take questions as like an interview of some sort? But I think that was on extra special equipment. And how the hell did that come about, right? That was to prevent having to go 41 paces in the wrong direction when we were younger. Sitcom, SITCOM, on television, TELEVISION. My only formal introduction with the world of idiocy around the world, sending me one message on a light box while I waited for my coconut magenta fuchsia husband to come for me. So anything and everything that you did in order to send those messages and the paired characters and caricatures in order to give me some form of cartoon or sitcom to explain what was going on in the rest of the world as it pertained to my one GDA and like DB. It's like D-Bistrict. For the case that I was hoping never have to go this far just to turn around and play Slaughter. All right, so the sitcom ALF when I was little, ALF. Okay, so that is that hairy little character that was always so serious and like just never really got or understood what the fuck they were talking about. Yeah, that's me. So that's me, and my family did not look anything like the nice people that were in the sitcom. I didn't have brothers and sisters, and my father was certainly not like that father. So I don't know what to tell anybody who wants to read or make comparisons on creativity and like, what do we think an alien would be like, based on what we heard of her. Yeah, that was not my situation. The Alf, like, yeah, okay, guy, that was me, but my dad wasn't like that. My dad is Disney. He's a mix between Disney Goofy, like that's how useful as a utility and tool he was for me as a Alf. And then there was, that's like his age scale. But that wasn't his fault. I never held that against him. I just knew he had a mental case and did not get angry with him or hold it against him, being that like I needed the farmer's arm cut off from foreign invaders that already had bought his headspace from the free will takers trying to like chigger into a castle and a royal position to sponsor everything in America and be like the voice announcer through Brandish and marketing to keep us informed, but not really informed, like the quiet informed about the up-ad. They just wanted to make sure their lotto ticket seat to the best wrestling event ever, where the whole world takes a shit dive, and then they pie their heads and then they wipe over them. Oh, this is going to be so confusing to explain to the Americans when all of the foreign shitbags from United Nations invades on top of the Asian invasion, because Will said, oh, you mean the will that was taking all our free will away before the Providentials came back, which is why they're here, and it was such a highly sensitive case not to get fucking wrong? Oh, do you remember that? Yeah, I fucking do remember it, assholes. I just didn't think that you were gonna be this fucking diligent about forcing us into the wrong fucking future. Anyway, getting back to my real life moment, since not everybody has thin air capabilities and technology, and not everybody gets Dia intel in cyber reporting in the human realm. I'll tell you what happened tonight. I'm pretty sure Coconut Fiber, which is just the paper report, had said it and made a dimension of it. The two idiots at the table being South Korean bought Louis Cataruzza, that's the shitbag gets the dipshit. Yeah, that they get that prize for their piece of whatever. And then I have South Korean slash Chinese asshole to my left being Tia Frio and his piece of shit. Both of them claim to have Italian heritage. If you're Italian, I would not say that is Italian. That is some South Korean intervention with China. Bought the head cases, reprogrammed them, made them really not masculine in any way whatsoever. And so I had my goofy father say to me, Nicole, why don't we have cake and we'll dance or whatever? I'm like, okay, here's how this is gonna go, Lou. And then I made mention of the Alf show. I said, you're not like the dad on Alf, though. I said, you are, and I told him, bought by South Korea. I get that. You want me to eat all this cake that Tia Frio bought. It was like confetti cake and all the sugar and stuff. And I'm like, I get that was bought advertising by China. I get that. I said, and the two of you, I said, I used to really actually enjoy having a dance party, but like with my cosmonaut children, Benjamin, Alex, and Daniel, I enjoyed throwing a football and coming home from work, and making like fun time with them. I had a Midwestern coach, I think it was strategic something or other, white guy, that I would talk to on the phone, and he would coach me through how to parent when I was a single mother all alone, and I hated every fucking day, and I didn't even know, like, how do you make a schedule? Like, I know it seems stupid, but, like, this was not my forte, and this was not the life I was supposed to lead. I know it seems stupid, but, like, could you help me? Like, obviously you're a scheduled person. I was like, I'm gonna need help with this calendar thing. I'm not built for a calendar. And he laughed, but I really did pay him to try to walk me through as a life coach how the fuck to be a single mother alone and build some form of career for myself to afford the children that I couldn't afford and was afraid of losing my house at every single point. But anyway, that was a side note. So going back to the football game, I would dance and wear underwear on my head and have fun with my children when I'm alone, just with their eyes only. Then I find it very enjoyable. But with living with the enemy being the head broken cases and the toilet paper man that got stuck into my life being Tia Frio, the two of them, plus my Broomhilda mother, cunt that she is, the three of them, I will not partake in any lively event at all. I will sit far away and keep them at a arm's length. They're at bay because I don't trust a fucking single one of you reporters on the other side of the port. I mean, they're like, it's like I am in like really dangerous enemy territory based on the fact that my father's telling me that beans, they're good for your heart. I'm like, oh God. Really? Like that's the quality of male that South Korea wanted you to be? Like this is what you look like? Ugh. It is like, God. And you all just fucking fell for it. I mean, it is like, ugh. On that note, there is a pairing for the peering, Peering. Yeah, the guys who have to look at the coconut fibers that they steal because nobody's allowed to have them unless they get them from Nicholas. All of those, right? Yeah, okay. So if there are people on a peering report, Peering, that don't belong in something that Nicholas is trying to establish for the GDA and GLDA, then, I don't know, like, death penalty was what we were expecting, so this way we could fix the future in our fuchsia, since that's the only thing that matters, and these humans are a real fucking problem in they don't know, then they do know too much, then they pick all the wrong things because they don't know how to speak what it means. Is it written the same as it's spoken? Like, is there a spelling difference? Like, because that does matter. Yeah, it does. So why would you let so much of the enemy into your everyday? And why would you let corporations start branding internationally causing further dollar problem, marketing problem, economical problem, sovereign problem, state of the nation problem, state of the Department of State problem, governance problem, hiring political people problem, educating the children problem, and setting up the future for the proper scale back on communications. Hello? People of Earth, why are you so technology advanced and your intellect so low? Yeah. We want less technology for you so you don't hurt yourself and the children. And we need you to go back to being smart and talking to other people and getting the enemy out of your fucking backyard.